Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's Sunday morning, the 9th of February 2025, and I'm just out for another adventure. And today's journey is going to take us to a pub called the Tan Hill Inn pub. It's the highest pub in Britain, above sea level. So I'm going there, and then opposite that there's a lane called Stonesdale Lane. I'm going to drive down the lane about 3-4 miles. Then you come across the beck called Stonesdale Beck, and you park up just before the little stone bridge that goes over it by a green metal container, and then you walk past that and cut across the fields to the left and follow the burn down, and then you come across some nice waterfalls and some swimming pools where it's created the big pool at the bottom of the waterfalls. So it's a great place for a wild swim. So I've decided to go a little bit further out my way to Yorkshire this time. As you can see, the weather's shit. It's drizzle rain, but at least it's coming into daylight now, because it's coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning now, this Sunday morning. Right, so without further ado, I'll put my windscreen wipers on and start driving down Prince Edward Road there, heading down past the Nook shops on my way out. So I'm going to Whitemare Pool roundabout, straight over onto the A194M, and then join the A1 at Berkeley service stations. Continue down the road and then take the left turn off to go to Chesley Street, and then go through Durham and start my journey there through a little village called Tudhoe, and then I get on to the A688 and I follow that all the way down to Barnard Castle. So that's like part of my journey. So I'll bring you back further down the line. Bye for now. It's 9:03 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 9th of February 2025. I'm still on the A688 heading down towards Barnard Castle, and I'm not far from it. I'm about 10 minutes away now, so I've just pulled over in this parking spot nearby so I can go for a quick wee. And as you can see, I'm at the back entrance of Raby Castle, so that'll give you an indication of where I am. So I've got to go ahead into Barnard Castle, drive through Barnard Castle, get onto the A167 Bowes Road, join the A66 by going up the ramp onto it, and then driving about 3 to 5 miles, and then take the left turn towards Caber, K-A-B-E-R, and Stainmore, and that's the turn off you take to get to the Tan Hill Inn pub, the highest pub in Britain. And then just before you get to the pub, when you see it coming up on your left, that's where you turn right onto Stonesdale Road, and that's where I'm turning right and dropping down Stonesdale Road about 3 miles to get to the beck where I'm going to film the waterfalls. Hopefully they'll be in good flow as well, because of the rain that we're getting. It's just constant rain, so it's not going to be very good recording weather, but never mind, I'm out now, so I might as well make the most of it. So I'll bring you back further down the line. So bye for now. It's 9:23 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 9th of February 2025. I've just turned off the A66 motorway at the left turn to come to South Stainmore, Barras 2 miles. And you drop down this bit of an S-bend, then there's a very skinny track comes up on your right. You drop down to the right there and go up there. And you can see a car in the distance going over to the lane where I'm going to be going up to the right. I go along about a mile, then I turn left onto Green Lane, then I hit the T-junction and turn left onto the causeway, and then I follow the causeway all the way along to the left about 2-3 miles to the Tan Hill Inn pub. That's where I'm heading. And like I say, just before you hit the pub, there's a right turn onto Stonesdale Lane, and I'm turning right onto that lane and then dropping down about 4 miles to get to the bridge which goes across the Stonesdale Beck, and that's where the waterfalls start from. So that's where I'm heading to. The weather is absolutely shit. It's just constant drizzle, and as you can see, visibility is absolute crap. It's just grey, overcast, but it's getting bright over there to the right, so I'm just wondering if it's going to flare up getting further on towards dinner time. So I might be lucky. Anyway, so I've just got to drive around this left-hand bend here, and then there's a really skinny track leads downhill on the right. You take that and it drops down into the dip, and then comes up on the other side on the main road again, up there, further up, and then you hit that T-junction, turn right, then just keep going along. You can see the road going up the hill there in the distance. So you go about a mile to 2 miles, there's a skinny left turn onto Green Lane. Right, so that's where I'm going. But I just wanted to stop and put that signpost there on video. South Stainmore and Barras. That's where you turn off the A66 to come down to. Right, so I'll bring it back. Bye for now. Right, so I've dropped off the A66 motorway at the South Stainmore and Barras turn off. I've dropped down the little country lane. I've took that sharp right turn, dropped down a bank on a skinny farmer's track lane. You cross over a stone bridge and then you just keep following up, and then you meet the T-junction, turn right, and then you come along this tarmac lane about a mile, and then you come across your left turn there to go to up there Green Lane, which then takes you up onto the causeway where you turn left, and that'll take you right along to the Tan Hill Inn pub, the highest pub in Britain. So that's where I'm heading to. Right, so I'll bring you back. How many miles have I done? I've done 57.1 miles from my house in South Shields so far. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've come to the top of Green Lane. It's about 3/4 of a mile long. Then you hit the T-junction, like I say, and you can see the brown sign pointing to the left on the wall. So I'm turning left here now, and then following this single tarmac lane for about 3 to 4 miles, which will then take us to the Tan Hill Inn pub. So this is called the Long Causeway, I think, that you get onto, and turn right onto Stonesdale Lane. So bye for now. Right, I've came along the Long Causeway from the when I turned off the A66 motorway, and I've come to where I turn right to go down Stonesdale Lane. And you see the signpost on your left here. Back way, Caber 9 miles, Keld 4.5 miles where I'm going, and then Thwaite is 6 miles where I'm going. So I'm going to be dropping down this Stonesdale Lane about 3 to 4 miles until I come across it's a green metal container on the left. That's when you know you're close to the little stone bridge that goes across Stonesdale Beck, and that's where I'm parking up to start walking across the grass. I'm glad I put my leg gaiters on now, because with it being pissing down the rain, all the wet grass will be long and wet, so it's soaking your legs. So I won't be setting up my time-lapse camera either this morning, because obviously it's pointless. You can't see a damn thing. It's just totally pea soup, thick fog, mist. Right, but the pub is just another 250 yards, 500 yards there up on the left. The Tan Hill Inn pub. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. It's 9:48 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 9th of February 2025, and I've done 63.9 miles from South Shields, and I've just pulled over into the lay-by to go and do the Stonesdale Beck Waterfalls walk. So when you see this big metal green container, that's when you know you're at the bridge. So I've just crossed over a little stone bridge about 500 yards behind us, and then you see this lay-by. So you pull in here when you see that green container, and there's the little stone bridge that goes across the beck straight ahead, look, 50 yards. So I'll be parking up here, heading over that little stone bridge to the other side, and then start walking through the long grass, and then pointing down left to the waterfalls where it comes underneath the bridge. You walk another 50 yards, there's an old abandoned, what looks to be like a sheep's fold. You walk behind that, then you can take pictures of the first drop waterfall. Then you walk about another 150 yards, 200 yards, then you've got another one where there's a deep pool below it where people go for wild swimming. So that's why I'm here today. But I could have picked better weather to come out, like, but never mind. It's still very, very, very fine drizzle, not too bad. So what I'm going to have to do is just put my cap on and put my hoodie over the top of that, then keep wiping my lens of my cameras when I start recording, and hopefully I'll get some half decent footage with it being some pea soup. But I think it's slowly but surely getting brighter, so I don't know if by 12 o'clock dinner time it might be better altogether. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, so I've just locked up the car and walked behind the car a little bit, just to point my camera up towards where that camper van is just parked off the side of the road. That's the little stone bridge that I crossed over, and then when you cross that, you know you're getting close to the lay-by where you pull over, where this green container from the back of a truck is always being parked. There's a bit of a sheep's fold just there to the left, And if you look up the hill just past it, you can see where there's a farmer's quad bike track going up and over. So basically people follow that round and over the top and go on the other side of the waterfalls to take pictures of the waterfalls on the other side of the beck. So I've done that once before. I've been here once before a while ago with corn, but like I say, I've lost all my footage with the YouTube closing down my account. So I've lost 4,200 videos. But once you park up the car and look it up, you drop down to the stone bridge, and this is the start of the farmer's quad bike track going up and over the hill. Look. It's very fine drizzle, so I'll have to keep wiping my lens when I start recording, when we GoPro 12. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now.